Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. What is this day? I don't even care about what day it is with the quarantine. It is what it is. If you are here, if you're joining me live, go ahead and wave. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Of course, like I do with my swag groups at school, I always give them about 5 minutes to come on and start jumping on and joining in the conversation live. Yes, yes, yes. Um, just been here with my family. Y'all, I have on earrings today. Yes. Y'all made me put on earrings. Let me say, I put earrings on for you. I put earrings on for you today. Wave at me when you get in the room. Say hi. I love hearing from you all. I'm gonna answer some quick questions while people are jumping on for this live. Um, Hello, Granny. While people are jumping on for the live, wave at me. Let me know that you're here. One of the questions, which is really funny, somebody asked me about my hair. Well, this is the same hair I had last week. Yes, I did not order any Easter hair. Not this year. Because I'll be where y'all gonna be for Easter. Yes, we're all gonna be in the same place for Easter. So I didn't order any Easter hair this year. So I'm not waiting on the postman to bring me my Easter hair. Let me see. Oh, someone asked me about my lipstick last week. Um, I like to get a specific brand from Sephora. Um, and I believe the number is 30. I like it. Wave at me, let me know you're here. Yes. We're doing a giveaway today as well. Um, while people are still jumping in, I'm going to plug my computer in. So just give me, hi Steffi. I'm going to shout you out today. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, because I wanted to highlight your work. But I've got to plug my computer in just a second. I'm back. Hello, hello. Wave at me and let me know you're here. Yes, I do like to wait at least 5 minutes for people to come on in the room. Hello, my friend Kim. Welcome back. Good to see you here. Yes, glad to see y'all. Are you just waking up? It's 1 o'clock here in Spokane. A lot of my family lives in Missouri. It's 3 o'clock their time. And then East Coast, my friends way over on the East Coast, I think it may be 4 o'clock their time. Um, One of my friends on the East Coast, Heather Bowers, just want to give a shout out to Heather. She is a phenomenal singer, jazz musician, and she's joined in on the challenge of he's got the whole world in his hands. And it was, Heather. Anybody that knows Heather knows that she took it there. She's great. Hi, Kenyatta. Good to see you. Um, so glad that you all are joining me. I see my family on here. Ooh, that makes me so excited and teary at the same time. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. I really miss my family in Missouri. I don't know why. I just really feel like this overwhelming. Hi, my Aunt Corrine. I miss you. I love you. All my family in Missouri. I feel like who gosh, an overwhelming just love for them. And I mean, not that I didn't love you before. I loved you before, but with everything that's going on, it just really makes me miss them and want that connection. I miss my family. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm trying not to cry. Oh, Jesus. Boy, this quarantine stuff is no joke. It's no joke. And yeah, I was one of them people that was out and about all the time, every day when we didn't have this mess going on. And wow. Hi Paula. How you doing, girl? If you shout loud enough, I might be able to hear you say hi back, because she just lives up the hill from me, up there on the hill. Hi Trish. How you doing? Good to see you joining in, getting on in the room. All right, we're going to jump right in. I know that some of my swag girls are probably still sleeping. Wake up, little ones. Wake up. So last week's video, just to kind of update you all where we are right now. Last week's video has been posted to our YouTube channel. Swag now has a YouTube channel. It's going to be it'll work just like some of the videos or series that you like to watch weekly, where you got to wait a week before you can see the content. Well, that's how I'll be doing these videos. So last week's swag group is uploaded to our YouTube. So I will post the link for that on our swag Facebook page, where you can find swag on YouTube, so you can watch those videos back as well. You got, girls that ain't up yet. Hi Megan and Nisha, I see you, girl. So let's just jump right in. For those of you who have never attended a swag group, this is exactly how I would do this at the school. I would come in. The only thing that's missing right now is candy. I always have candy. I give out candy at every swag group meeting. Last week we talked about what you do now affects your later. So if I was in a group, I would be saying that, and as well as passing out now and later candy, saying what you do now affects your later. Hi Megan, hi Lori, thank you for getting on. And one of the things that I have been intentional about is, during this time that we've been kind of relaxed and being forced to be in our own homes and be in a quiet space, is working on some things that I know I want to work on, and doing some things that I know I want to do. So we will be talking about that a little bit later, because the other part of the group today is achieving. Some of you looked at the topics already. That's good, because the topics are out there for you to start thinking about, for you to start rolling some things around in your head, so that you can begin to be engaged in the conversation. This is a conversation. This is not just me saying, you better do this or you need to do that. No, this is a conversation. I want feedback from you. I learn from you as well. As an educator, I often say that school, I relate it to the house of education. And as an educator, I also take the humble position of being educated when I am in the house of education. So I will oftentimes ask my students, what do you know about this? What can I learn from you today? And I think that that's a position that we as women can take with each other. Like, what are you doing? How did you cook that? How did you fix that? How did you do this? And we can begin to lift each other up that way. Because remember, swag is strong women achieving greatness. And we are achieving greatness together. Together we can do so much more than we can by ourselves, lifting each other up. So what's trending? Oh my goodness. Um, I was looking at the 20 funniest tweets from women this week. This was posted in on the Huffington Post website, and there were some that were just hilarious, hilarious. One of them, I'm gonna read a couple of them because it's so they're funny. Um, one of them says, "Oh, that's the one we're gonna come back to. Let me go back up here. Oh, they're kind of funny. Me in 2019. If I could just have like a week with nothing to do and nowhere to go, I would finally get this house clean and organized. Me now. Nope, that wasn't the problem. Because right now we don't have, we're really at home all the time. Then someone else posted, I now understand why retired people eat dinner so early. Yeah, I don't know, man. The eating kind of happens all day long. Does the eating happen all day long for y'all? Uh, it's like you eat lunch and then you right back in there eating a snack. Yeah, and then you be right back in there, having something else to eat. um, this one had me cracking up because this is me. I thought I had to look at the name to make sure it wasn't me. She said, I might run out of toilet paper, but if anyone needs 40 plastic bags stuffed into other plastic bags, I will be the queen of this crisis. Yes. How many of y'all have got 1,000,000 plastic bags stuffed into other plastic bags somewhere in your house? For me, I have that, under my sink in the kitchen. I have that. But I'm telling you, one of the things I learned when we went to Seattle is they don't do that. Like, they don't have the whole plastic bag thing over there. You have your own, you bring your own bag for your groceries. I was like, it took me a minute to get hip to that. Hi, Barbara. How you doing? I'm sorry I got excited. That's my, family. Anyway, the whole plastic bag thing it's freaking hilarious because I know that that's the case. I use those bags for they are my trash bags for my bathrooms. Those are my trash bags. Anybody else? What do you use all your Safeway and Walmart bags for? They had announced here in Washington that they were getting away from that, So they've already done it in Seattle, and I know it's just a matter of time before it starts happening over here. Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready because I like my little plastic bags. They've been lunch bags for my kids. They have been if I need to go, get stuff real quick out the yard, I use that. Bag. I like them little plastic bags. Yay to the person who made them. I don't know, but I use them for everything. I know that plastic hurts the environment. I know that it does. But when you're, resourceful like we are, and you're reusing them like we do, I don't know if they harm as much. Yeah. I love my little plastic bags. But that was one of the tweets. But this is the one that I really wanted to get to. And I want us to talk about it today. Ooh, Nisha said they used to be my spend a night bag. Yes. I had packed many overnight bag for my kids to go to their auntie niece's house, or granny's house, or wherever they was going in those bags. Yes, I have done the same. The other tweet, and I thought it was kind of ironic that it was a part of the funniest tweets from this week, from women for this week. And this girl said, I'm really afraid I'm going to learn something about myself during this. She said, I'm really afraid I'm going to learn something about myself during this. And when I read that tweet, I didn't think it was all that funny as much as I thought it was such a profound statement. I am learning some stuff about me. I'm learning some things that I don't like. I'm learning some things that I need to change. I'm learning that just sitting and doing nothing, that's not good for me. Not for long periods of time. But I'm also learning that there are moments and measures and spaces of time that I do need to be sitting and doing nothing. I am one of those people that go, go, go. How about you? Who else is like that that's in the room right now? That you're a go, go, go type of person. Throw me a like up there. I have to be moving, doing stuff, and it's frustrating sometimes to my husband, to my kids, because they're always like, "Mom, you're always doing." But how many of you honestly feel like this? If I don't do it, it's not going to get done. I feel like that a lot of times. And that's the thing, like, my husband is such a good helper. My kids, they gonna do what I want them to do. They're gonna listen. But I feel like that. Always on the move, you know. Even like for me, after I eat dinner, I like the dishes to get done. I don't want to just be sitting, you know, and I don't want to walk through my house and still smell the remnants of my dinner at 9 p.m. I don't want to do that. I don't want to still smell that. That's done. Like for me, I've already set my coffee pot for the next day. I'm done with that mess. I don't know how many of y'all are like that. Barbara's got her hand up. Anybody else got your hand up out there? Throw me a like if this is you. Am I talking to you right now? I'm talking to some folks in the room right now where you just feel like I have to be the one to get it done, or it's not gonna get done. Just being able to take a beat and say, you know what, it'll get done. This is the honest truth. What I'm learning about me during this time. After I read this, what Rachel Sennott, at Rachel Sennott, she tweeted it out. I'm really afraid I'm going to learn something about myself during this. Oh, the real thing that I'm discovering about all of this mess is that it is not a sprint. It is a marathon. It's a marathon. And for so long, we've been in the sprint. Got to get it done right now, quick. You know, if ain't nobody else gonna be up doing it, I'm gonna get it done. You know, we've just been in that for so long that now we realize we can actually take our time and get it done, and get it done right. Because sometimes, y'all know, be honest, y'all know y'all was in that sprint doing stuff and you've had to go back and redo some things. Why? Because you didn't do it right the first time. You know it. You didn't do it right. You didn't get it right the first time. And so you're back doing it again. Ooh. Because you're just trying to hurry up and get it done. Yes, that happened to me. And I'm learning this about myself. What are you learning about yourself? What are you learning about yourself? This is what we're talking about, what's trending. If I were in the room with my swag girls right now, I would be like, hey, what are y'all learning about yourself during this time? You know, and I would get some feedback from them. That's when this is, like I said, this is a conversation. I want to hear from you. What are you learning about yourself during this time? Oh, hi, Auntie Gloria. I'm learning Also, that I don't need as much stuff as I thought I needed. That's a big one. Boy, because our houses, our closets, everything is just filled to the brim. It's filled to the brim with stuff, and I'm one of the things I'm learning, um, about me, that I don't really need all this stuff. I've even worn the same pants more than once in a week. And I'm cool with it, Can't nobody say nothing because it still look cute. Yes. Oh, Auntie Gloria said I'm learning to be patient. Woo, yeah. That just sent a chill up me because my kids my kids are at home all day with me. And so, yeah, we got a schedule. We have a schedule. But we're working through some things because I was gone all pretty for like 4 months. And so being gone like that and then coming back, oh man, we're working through some things. And so I have to be intentional about the time I spend with my kids. Barbara said she just took 3 bags of clothes, three bags of clothes to the homeless. And I bet you still have clothes at home. See, that's what I'm talking about. Megan said, I'm learning that my children have very different attention spans and learning styles. Yes, that is so true. Because even having a schedule, like Micah and Michaela has a schedule, they, if I say this is reading time, academic time, reading time, whatever, Michaela is running to get her book. Mike is like, put his his earbuds in so he can listen to the book, audiobooks, which I'm not against. I'm in favor of audiobooks, but he also has the book in front of him. He's reading along. Yes. Oh my goodness. Jenny, thank you for joining us and saying what you just said. She said, I'm learning the elderly are lonely. Oh my goodness. Yes. One of the things that I'm very thankful for at this time is because of our family's huge transition, the things that we went through year. My mother moved in to help us because it was just overwhelming, all the stuff we had to do. Well, we had only been back for a couple months or 1 month, and then all of this COVID-19 stuff happened. So my mom is still here, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that. And Steffi said, I'm learning that it's okay to not be busy all the time. This is a slow down time for her. Learning to put on the brakes. Yes, and chill. Yes. I'm learning that as well. Gosh. It's hard, y'all. But it is something that we need to probably focus more on, and focus more on loving who we are. Like, are you finding some things out about you that you really like? Are you like, ooh, I like this about myself. I'm proud of this, of that I'm like this. Or are you finding out, oh, that I didn't know that made me that upset. I didn't know that I was I didn't know that my attitude was like that, just because somebody left a cup in here. Yeah, I'm learning some stuff about me. Yes, Nisha, and really that sums it all up. I'm learning that it is so important not to take anything for granted, even the little things. Yes, even the little things. So with that's a beautiful segue into the next part of our group. Yay. Thank you all for this conversation, for this interaction. This is the adult conversation that is missing in my life right now. Thank you. So we did the what's trending. Other topic that we want to move to is achieving. What does achieving look like you? So last week we talked about strong women. What is the strength? You know, what does it look like to be a strong woman? And then the achieving part of it. As you guys can probably see, I've got my swag shirt on today. Strong women, yeah, and achieving greatness is down there. All that. Thank you. Shout out to my brother Jeremiah for making that. Yes, thank you so much. Strong women achieving greatness. So we did the strong last week, and the achieving part of it. I want to say achieving. One of the things that when I look up the definition and I explain this and I express this to the girls in group is that achieving is successful, bringing about or reaching for something. In the achieving, success is attached to that. Now, how do you define success? How do you define success? Success might look like a D on an exam to somebody. Success might look like an A to someone else. Success is defined by you. You define what success looks like. When I first, after I first had Michaela and I started working out, I could not do one push-up. Not one. I was so weak. Like my body was so weak. And I didn't understand like why I was so weak. I just knew that I needed to get stronger. And so I started doing Jillian Michaels. Ooh, I know. Jillian Michaels. She has a 30-day shred video. So I started doing that. When I started it, I could, like I said, I couldn't do one push-up. So they would literally do the first part of the video where you start with the push-ups, and I would watch it. And then I would watch it on my knees in a plank. And then I started watching it just in a plank position. Not planking the whole time they was doing the push-ups, but just, you know, for a few seconds. Y'all don't get me, I'm not all like that now. But then after a while, it got to where I could do a push-up on my knees. You know, they tell you to do the women push-up. I could do one. And then it got to where I could actually do a push-up. So I would do like most of the push-ups that she had scheduled in the workout segment. I would do most of them on my knees. And then if I could do two, like regular push-ups, I would just do the two. And then try to do them one. And then it got to where I could do half on my knees and then half regular. And then I could do a full set. And that was only like 11. Yes, I counted. Because sometimes I would be done before she would say it's time to be done. And I would be getting up. Hello from Thailand. Yes, I'm glad you're here joining in on this conversation. And so I would get up. I would be like, I'm done. That's 11. But yeah. So in achieving, success looks different for everybody. That's why I don't ever judge anyone as they in their pursuit of success. I know that one of the books that I like to read and like to reference a lot is the Bible. And it says, despise not the day of small beginnings. And I love that because when I think about how swag literally was just an idea, it was literally just an idea in my head. And I was like, man, this would be kind of cool. How many of y'all sitting at home right now have ideas that you have been rolling around and say, this would be kind of cool? Exactly. So it went from being kind of cool in my head to transferring to my heart, to saying, to seeing the need was so great that I needed to get out there and do something. There were so many young women who did not have women in their lives that were mirroring what strong women achieving greatness is about. They didn't have that. I don't know why they didn't have it, but they just didn't. And so I was blessed to be able to go into the school and bring this to them. They didn't have to go looking for it. I brought it to them. It was right there, and it was a part of their day. So there are people who are just waiting for you to bring your idea to their table. It sounds intimidating. It sounds scary, and it sounds like how what, who will listen. One of the things that I've held on to is every successful person that I've seen, when I talk to them, a lot of them talk to me. I'm very intentional in the questions that I ask, for one, but I don't want to hear about the one time you went in there and they said, absolutely. I want to hear about all the times that they said no. All the times somebody looked at you and said, nope, 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 we don't like that idea. Nope, ain't happening. Ain't doing it. No. All those times. Because those are the things that propelled you. All of those little no's became stepping stones to your yes. That's what happened for me. All of those little no's, no, became stepping stones to my yes. And now I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. Am I done? No. That's the achieving part. Last year, my swag girls read the book Becoming by Michelle Obama. Sometimes people can look at the author, or they'll look at the one that's created this content, instead of focusing on the hope that the content actually provides. And they will, walk away from it. I don't want to hear nothing this person got to say. I don't want to da-da-da-da. And I can tell you this. I can honestly say that I do not ride the Michelle Obama train. However, in her book, she says so many good things. So many good things. And she talks about, in her book, if you haven't read it, read it. It's a good book to read. The book is broken up into 3 parts. It's becoming me, becoming us, and becoming more. So in the becoming me, which was really the first part of the book, she talks about who she was, before she was ever Michelle Obama. She was his mentor. I'm just like, wow, this woman, wow, just amazing, absolutely amazing. And yes, Niecy, we're going to talk about all of those no's from our little last part of the group today. Yes. So Michelle Obama, and in a Becoming, in her book, you could read the very last chapter, the very last word in that book, and you know that that's not the end of her story. That's why the book is called Becoming. That's why I wanted this group to be strong women achieving greatness, because it's a process. We're still all in the process. We're always students and teachers. We're always both. You become a student, and then you teach what you know to someone else, and you become a student of something else. And that is the process of achieving. That is how success begins to become a reality in your life. You learn something, you teach it. Then you begin to learn something else. You teach that. Learn something else. You teach. If you've got kids at home, you know that that's true. But besides kids, how many other women have you poured into? What you know, how you are, where you are today. One of the things that I was very intentional about was in 2010, my husband and I decided that we were going to build a home and will become homeowners. So buy a home and build a home. And I'm going to tell you, when I would say that to some people, they would look at me like, oh my God, y'all must be rich. As a matter of fact, we were not. We were not rich at all. We were working. Well, at the time, it was just him. He was working. And I was full-time, I call it a domestic engineer. I was a stay-at-home mom. And I kept track of his pay stubs, and I paid all of our bills, and I kept track of our books and everything. So when it came time for us to, be in a position to buy a home, we were there. We were there. One thing about my husband is he didn't have no credit. He was one of them people that was like, if we ain't got the money to buy it, then we ain't got the money. And he had to get his first credit card. And I tell people that story, and we talk about all those things. And we built that home. We purchased, built the home, and 5 years we lived in that home. We sold that house. And then we moved into Spokane, back closer to family, because that's where we needed to be. We needed to be there. We moved closer to family, back home, and bought another home, a bigger home than what we had in Post Falls. So I tell people about those things. Why? Because if I'm successful, why should I be the only one experiencing success? If you are doing great things and are able to help other people, why would you not want to help them? Why would you not want to tell them how you discovered this or how you got to where you are right now? This is one of the things that I've been very, very intentional about in moving forward. I'm going to share with other people how I'm successful or how I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I'm going to share those things. And not just that. You see my hair? I've had people ask me about my hair. How did you get your hair like that? Did I show them? Yes. Did I tell them? Yes, I did. Why? Because they said, oh, your hair is beautiful. How did you get it like that? I want my friend, my sister, whoever it was asking me to be beautiful too. So of course, I'm going to share that with them. I've even had young ladies who were of mixed race, who their mother was white and she had not a clue how to do their hair. Guess who went over to their house and showed their mother, this is what you can do to their hair. This is something really simple that you can do. And I talked to them about the butters and the creams and what works. And, you need to put this on their skin every day and all this stuff. Why? Because their heart was to love that child no matter what color they were. And they had that love, but they just didn't have the awareness of how to do the hair. They didn't have that. And they didn't have the knowledge. They weren't equipped. So I went and equipped them. Just very simple things like that we could be doing as women. I really want to encourage us as women to do those things. While I was away in Seattle, there was a woman, and her name is Steffi Beans. Steffi Nobles Beans. In our community, a lot of people call her Mama Beans. I had began this group, Swag, and because of our family situation, I had to go. I had to literally leave my home and all of these things that I were doing and go live in Seattle. Well, while I was there doing that, this woman, Steffi Beans, said, baby, I got you. Go do what you need to do. I'm going to take care of these girls. They are going to be okay. And this woman was willing to do it. I'm just going to put it out there because this is the truth. She was willing to do it for free. I don't do swag for free. I know how valuable that this is. And so when I bring it to the school for them to say, to look at my program and be like, oh my gosh, yes, we need this. They pay for swag. I value my sister enough to where when she came to me and was like, I'm going to help you. And she's like, hey, I ain't trying to get paid. I just know the value of this program. I was like, listen, I know the value of this program as well, but I also know how valuable you are. And so I sent the emails that needed to be sent. I talked to the people that needed to be talked to say, yes, swag will be there. Steffi Beans will be running swag. She is a swag ambassador. And you will pay her as you paid me. Thank you. Why not? Why not? She deserved it and so much more. Now, if you know who she is, oh my goodness, then you've been blessed. Your life has been blessed if you know who she is. Steffi Beans is not only an author, she is also, she works at Whitworth University. She has a women's group called Women Ever Rising Every Day, WER. You all need to know who this woman is. She is amazing and powerful. She also does a Facebook Live group, and she's doing a 21 days of Facebook Live while we're in this little bit of a mess. So if you need a little bit more, need a little bit of encouraging or whatever it might be, go check out Steffi Beans. She is putting the word out there, and she's encouraging and uplifting to women. Success. We are achieving. And you know, we always hear it, together everyone achieves more. Yes, this is us together achieving. This is what it looks like. It looks like Steffi coming alongside me and saying, baby, go take care of your family because they need you right now. I got this. That's what it looks like. It looks like when I came back, her saying, here you go. She handed my program back to me in a better position and condition than it was when I left. I just came back like, whoa, okay, this is what we doing. All right. Yes. She's amazing. If you don't know her, get to know her. She's an amazing woman. Talking about amazing women. Ooh, last week, we started a conversation around Madam C.J. Walker and the Netflix series. Oh my goodness. So I finished it. I finished watching the Netflix series, and talk about the no's being stepping stones to your yes. This woman was told no so many times. No, 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 no. How many of you have watched it? Put some likes up there if you've watched it. I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys about what my takeaway was from that. My takeaway was, as women. Now, let me just disclose this first. That was not a complete, accurate depiction of her life story. Okay, I already know that. I know that there was some drama thrown into the history, the true history of it all. But in her beginnings, she saw another woman's success, and she took that and she began to expound upon it. She did some things with what another woman was already doing. Some of y'all right now are looking at me and you're like, man, I done knew this girl since she was that. I done know this girl since all this stuff, nappy head all running through the sand. I knew that girl. Yes, I know you knew me. And you're looking at me now. And you're like, what? That's Jamie. And some of y'all looking up at me right now saying, how did she get there? Some of y'all are looking at me saying, I can do that. I can do exactly what Jamie doing. I can do that. I can sit in a chair and talk to people. Yes, you can. You can do what I'm doing. And so much more. And so much more. So this is what I learned from watching this story with Madam C.J. Walker. She saw this woman doing something and she was like, I can do that. And it came out, in the story that they kind of said it like, oh, she stole the formula. Well, I'm sorry for some of you all who haven't seen it all. This is kind of a spoiler alert. I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk about it this week because it was just so good. I'm going to try to not give it all away. Oh, Lord. So she wanted to do something with what she had, what had been given to her. This knowledge and this vision that she had, she wanted to do something with it. And this was her whole thing. Her whole thing was, I want to help other women. I want to help other women. There are some gifts and things that have been lying dormant in us. And in this season of us being still, I hope that those things begin to stir up in you. Stuff that you should have been doing. You should have been writing. Where's your journal? Start writing today. You should have been baking or cooking or pursuing that degree that you stepped away from because life got tough a while ago. Do it. Do it. Do it now. You've got time now. And there are so many resources and platforms to utilize now that we didn't have 20, 30 years ago. Do it. I was also inspired when I watched this woman's story was Madam C.J. Walker, was how she wanted to leave a legacy. She talked about her legacy and she wanted her daughter to have kids so that she could have a legacy. A legacy doesn't always come in the form of your own birth children. A legacy can come in the form of someone else, another woman that you're just pouring into, like that you choose to pour into. Or a community that you choose to pour into, a city that you choose to pour into. That's another way to have a legacy. One of the things when I began this whole swag group was I said swag starts at home. Swag starts at home. If I should be empowering anyone right now, it should be that little girl down the hallway that's 8 years old that calls me mama. Swag starts at home. So when she goes out into the world, she will be a strong woman achieving greatness. I asked her the other day, I said, Michaela, what do you want to do when you grow up? Oh, I want to be a volleyball player and a tennis player. And then she said, and maybe a scientist. I said, why do you want to be a scientist? She said, so I can get rid of the coronavirus. I'm telling you, if anybody can do it, this child can do it. Now, we don't want to have to wait. I don't want to be quarantined until you finish your schooling and all that stuff so you can be the scientist that discovers the cure for COVID-19. But she absolutely can do it. She has a little reading chart that she gets from school. Her goal is to read 400 minutes a month. She wanted to add up her minutes for this month, and she was at 1,260. And I was like, wow. Yeah, go be that scientist. Go be that. But in her pursuing her dream and her pursuing what she wants to be, I also want to be a part of her story that, you know what, I watched my mama do some really cool stuff. I watched my mom do some great things. I watched my mama lift other women up. I want that to be a part of her story. So, with that, I want to say thank you for being here with me today. And I'm doing a giveaway. Of course, y'all know I love to give stuff away. I love it. I had posted to my own personal Facebook page. There is a course called This Sucks, ... but God is good. And I think right now that we're all in the this sucks part. We're this sucks. So I stumbled upon this course last year. It's an online course. And I was like, okay. And then there's a woman by the name of Melissa Radke, and she hosts this course. She teaches it. And I'm telling you, I went through that course. There's a journal that you can get with it, and all of that. So for those of you that have joined me today, two of you are going to be selected to receive this course online, to go through it. There's also a Facebook group with it, so you get to connect every week with people. But it's called This Sucks ... but God is good. I'm going to also put on Swag's Facebook page a link to how you can get more information about This Sucks But God Is Good, because it's just a powerful, powerful course. It is a life-changing course. I will tell you that. It's life-changing. Maybe this COVID-19 stuff ain't really bothering you. Maybe it's just like, maybe you got something else going on in your life. For me at the time, it was us going through the whole process of Micah getting a kidney transplant and Jerry being the donor. I was like, oh my gosh. All of those things, and juggling that, man, I was like, this sucks, man. Man, this sucks. Life was just so hard. That was my baby, my firstborn son. Man, I was like, that sucks. But God is good. See, I lived through the ... part, and I'm on the but God is good side now. And you know, I started to get a little bit into this sucks part again when they were like, we got the letter from Seattle Children's telling us that we needed to quarantine a week before the governor here ever said anything to us. So we was already in quarantine before everybody else. And I'm going to tell you, this past week has just been amazing. I've had people drop things off at my doorstep, all because I said, I can't find these things online. And then I had a woman who was a friend of mine said, is everyone okay? Do you need anything? And I got on her post and I said, I need some rice and I need some bleach. And do you know, by the end of that day, I had rice and bleach. Yes. And then my mother had a friend from work she was like, hey, do y'all need anything? And my mom was like, well, because my mom's trying to help too. We need this and this. This woman showed up and dropped just bags. She's kept bringing bags to the porch. This sucks, y'all. ... But God is good. So 2 of you will be chosen. I will contact you via messenger. And then only thing that'll be required of you is to give me your email. And you will get, you will be signed up to take that course on me. Yes. You'll be signed up to take it on me. So it's called This Sucks, But God is Good. It's Melissa Radke. And it's a powerful, life-changing course. Our time here today is almost over. One day I might, jump on my piano and play a little something for y'all. Would you like to? Give me a heart if you want to see me do that. No hearts? Nobody wants to see me play the piano? Okay. So, also this video that we did and this discussion that we had today was just amazing, you guys. Thank you for being here. Next week is spring break. So there will not be a group meeting. There will not be a group meeting next week because it's spring break. However, there's going to be a special little video that shows up on our YouTube channel. Yes, next week. So next week, you won't see me here Facebook Live, but there will be a video on our YouTube channel. Swag's YouTube channel. So some of y'all were saying I was hoping for some music. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, but I said throw me up some hearts if you want some music. Y'all, come on. Throw me up some hearts. It's hard trying to record stuff with kids running around, but sometimes they add a little, whatever. Thank you all for being here with me today. I love this hour that I get to spend with you guys. It's just 1 hour in a week. Yeah. I miss adult conversation. Niece ain't gonna do nothing right quick. Not today. What? Y'all want something right quick? Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to be off of here at 2 o'clock. Y'all got me over here at this piano at my piano. Ooh, y'all gonna make me sit down at my piano? What? Yes. One thing that I've been kind of rehearsing is that song. Not rehearsing it, but just playing it because we've been in this space, It just says, ooh, sorry. Are y'all excited? I'm not. Ooh, I was not trying to do this today. Y'all just make me do stuff. Can y'all hear this? Is it too loud? Somebody tell me how it sounds. Promise keeper, light in the darkness. That is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Y'all know it? Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. I'm glad you guys were here with me today. I feel like I should say a prayer over you guys. Oh my goodness. So I just pray that your day is full of love. I pray that your day is full of life-keeping words, and it is surrounded by the peace of God. This time is so unsure, and we are living in an uncertain space. But one thing that remains constant is that our God, He is there and He is faithful. For those of you that have joined today, like a blanket, His love be around you. May you feel it and know that it's real and that He loves you without condition. There's no conditions on it. Exactly the way you woke up this morning, that's how He loves you. That's how I love you as well. This is a little longer than I wanted it to be because y'all done got me over here on this piano. But I may just put some stuff out because I know there's some people right now that music lifts them. Music lifts the heart. And I want you to be lifted in this time that we're in. I want you to be lifted. So thank you. And I won't see you next week. Not here, but on YouTube. So be sure to find me next week on YouTube. Yes. I love you all. I love you, love you, love you. Have a blessed and beautiful day.